Hello, welcome. We are gonna keep this, but it's very disappointing yet again. Like, we run 5 mountains. 5. That's all we run. 5 mountains. And instead of drawing like 2 mountains in the plane, which actually activates my hand, we draw 3 mountains, 2 white cards. Mystical tutors for ancestral vision. So, while yes, this does um, generate a bit of a card advantage, it just isn't that much. And we draw the 4th mountain. Wow, dude. Unreal. Um, so Ancestral Vision is gonna take a while to become active here. Always yield to it. Don't see myself having many things to stop those. To get that, draw another white card. Why not? No, don't we run? Now we run a low amount of mountains. That's correct. So opponent seems to have F6, so doesn't really matter here. If he plays a creature, we can cover it. If he doesn't play a creature, doesn't really matter because we're just gonna hit for 3 then. He does fetch. Well, not really fetch, in that it's bad version. He plays black as well. Interesting. So which one? Interesting. So he's gonna go down to 2 cards and play something. Hopefully the 5/4 flyer, in which case I can just Flame Tongue cover it. But this seems pretty weird to do this and then not have a play, so it has to have something here. Like he can Living End or something. Living Dead, sorry. But that seems pretty bad as well. Like 2 for 1. I think Tidings. Okay. That's okay then, I guess, to do that. Just do this. He have 6 again. More land drops, why not? More mountains, I mean. And more white cards to be drawn. You'd imagine at one point I'd actually draw. Like the guy probably thinks I'm on a red here, but I'm just drawing junk. Or not drawing the lands I need. Leonin Relic Warder, probably not that strong against him, seeing that he only has Mox Diamond so far. But he can have other mana acceleration cards. No clue why this guy is paused here. This is like not the opportune position to be pausing. And it's a very disappointing draft, to be honest. Like, my draft was fine, I think. I don't think I made that many mistakes. But just the way these things ran out were terrible. So yeah, there goes the Ancestral Vision trigger. So what do we want to draw? Depends on what he plays, right? Plain would be fine. Double green now. Oran Viper, yeah, we can cover that. Or we don't really need to if we draw land. Shoot him. So he hasn't F6'd here, so he probably has a counter. Let's play the plane. Attack with a Geopede, which he can take as damage. She doesn't, so do I play anything here? Maybe the Lynx. Like if he kills the Lynx, that's fine. The Lynx is just there as bait, because it's likely that a guy running this kind of deck has Living Death here. Vendilion Click. Where are you gonna target, man? Me? Okay. Like Vendilion Click is gonna die anyway. Probably gonna take Flame Tongue cover here. Yep. I think I pinged this right now. So Vendilion Click was basically 3 mana, take away my Kavu. But you draw a land, which is fine with these, and then we can drop the Spear, which is also pretty good. We can drop Relic Warder. He's up to 7 cards now because he has played Tidings and Ancestral Visions. But he hasn't actually done anything outside of playing lands and, you know, bringing out those cards. 5 mana. What could this be? Treachery, targeting that one. The creature does stay tapped, so that doesn't really matter. The problem is that obviously his land's on tap. And seeing that he has treachery, nah, I'm not sure if he has control magic or not. He might. I have Bane Living, so that can't be that. Play this. Oh, that's pretty solid. Oh, I have to put him on the stack. Okay, got it. Okay, and then I think we drop the spear. What's this? Send error report, please. Oh my god, man. Fucking fix that issue. It's that issue has been there for quite a while now. And it's getting pretty annoying. Like every time he'll morph something, my game crashes. And this isn't the first time it does it consistently, so somewhere in the code there's an error there, and you can see the game was still going. Like it just throws an error somehow. And he's a bitch about it. So he has Void Mage Prodigy, Sacrifice. I played Spear. Yeah, I played Spear, which I don't know, man. If he sacrifices a creature for that, that's fine. So he has to have Living Dead then for that to be an effective play, I guess. Okay, and then begin combat. Attack with these, smash for 5. Oh, this makes sure that he can kill the Lynx or play the GP, I guess, with his Spark Mage. But then Relic Warder wouldn't have resolved either, so it doesn't really make that much difference. But yeah, this is pretty strong on his end. Vampiric Tutor for... what exactly? It goes down to 5 though. So this has to be a pretty solid card for him to Vampiric Tutor for it. Another land. Kill JP, yeah. And then what? Time Warp. He Vampiric for Time Warp? That seems like an odd play there. Yes, he takes care of my second creature, but he takes 2 damage to do so. And he can make an extra land drop, that's fine. But if that's the best card he could have tutored for... And he knows about the Relic Warder, doesn't he? Like, let's play Student first, because... nah, probably should have... Let's level this up. Let's just level this up. And see what happens. Because this now is gonna be a 3/3, which he can't actually ping. And then if you do draw another land, it's gonna be a double striker that's gonna kill him. If he plays like an artifact creature, we can Relic Warder it. Seems unlikely that he's playing Sundering Titan given the mana base. And he plays green for... Oh, he probably splashes black. So far we have seen Vampiric Tutor. So Living Dead on his end would be pretty weird to have. Frantic Search is also a pretty weird card to have, to be honest. Discard Forest and... Do I have Rude Awakening? No, I do not. So... Nah, that seems so unlikely. Heartbeat. He's a combo deck? Really? How do you combo in this format? Mind Desire still in? The Brain Freeze is gone, right? Shackles, that's pretty good. So thank God we kept a Leonine Relic Warder there. Just to take care of the Shackles. Just gotta hope this guy doesn't have a counter. He knows about this card. Obviously want to use his ability. Can't attack with this yet, but okay. And then next turn, if he doesn't play anything, we have lethal to the Banisher Priest. Deals 1 to me, doesn't really make that much difference. Like, Banisher Priest also takes care of the treachery just in case he kills this, but... Rampant Growth doesn't do it either. Seems likely that he has, like, Rude Awakening. But it seems very unlikely that he's gonna have an answer against this. Because he only has one card in hand. And if he had a counter, he would have countered this. Yeah. No clue what my opponent is trying to achieve there. Don't think we want to bring any of these. Like Teen Street is green. Celestial Purge doesn't do it either. So might as well submit here. Vote Mage Prodigy, huh? Interesting. So far we haven't seen that many creatures on his end. We saw Void Mage Prodigy, Vendilion Click, all pretty shitty ones. Just not a lot of pressure on his end outside of Vedalken Shackles. We only have one removal for it. We had two if you brought in Teen Street, like maybe we bring in Teen Street and the green splash, but only for the Teen Street. In that case we can cast it as a 2-1, but we can keep it as an out for Vedalken Shackles, which might be better to do so. The other cards we have, 3 mana green one. Well, then there's Wickerbrow Elder, which maybe you want in as well, given that he has Treachery and Vedalken Shackles. So maybe that's pretty good against him as well. Plus there's the green one that also destroys an enchantment, so that stops Treachery. But we have this. I'm gonna keep this. This hand is pretty solid against him, I think. Kami stops an enchantment. Hammer is pretty nice. Kavu is okay. Assemble the Legion is pretty broken against his deck, I think. Given that it actually beats Shackles. Eventually. It's just gonna take a while. What's this? Sylvan. That's a good one. It has Hexproof, it stops my Kami. So that's the reason why it's really good here. And it accelerates him, of course, but we still have no clue what he actually wants to accelerate into. He could have a counter here, but if he does, I'm fine with him countering the hammer. Like, I just don't want him to counter Assemble the Legion, I guess. And if he plays a creature now, Flametongue Cavu is gonna be pretty huge. Because it's gonna kill the creature. 5 mana. Don't Time Warp here. Treachery again. Yeah, okay. I can't really sacrifice it, so there's not much to do there. Problem is now, of course, that Assemble the Legion becomes worse, so I first have to be able to get rid of that. It says destroy target enchantment, so that doesn't do it. And Flametongue Cavu becomes really good now. So that's probably the same card. We're gonna Flametongue Cavu this, I think. Flametongue Cavu the Kami. Nah. I think he's gonna block with the Kami. Like we haven't seen. Please don't crash. Seriously, dudes. This is 2 months now that whenever a creature unmorphs, this program crashes. Fix, please. So that's the second crash, but it was a Void Mage Prodigy. So yeah, if I wasn't a fast player, that would cost me games, right? Like maybe someone else doesn't have it. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only guy in the entire community that has this issue, but I mean, seeing that it is this consistent, there has to be an issue, right? It's not that the game hasn't updated since, so if somewhere a file error might have well been overwritten. I don't feel like re-downloading Magic the Gathering Online for that. So we killed Void Mage Prodigy, probably one attack here with a 4-2 Haster. I'm very surprised that the guy played Treachery on a stupid Kami, seeing that he actually had Sylvan Caryatid to block. But I guess the guy is just a bad player then. Because Treachery is a really good card, but casting it on Kami when you have a 0-3 doesn't seem to be that great. So attack, hope he blocks. He doesn't. That's okay, I guess. Like, which enchantment did I show that he wants to keep my Kami about? Does he have like a really good enchantment? Shardless Agent, that's okay. Reveals Augur Bolas. So he also revealed Pristine Talisman and a bunch of lands and Shackles. So Shackles is at the bottom of his library. That's nice. So he's now looking at his top 3 and gonna reveal. Boom, boom, boom. This effect is pretty cool. Reveals Tidings. That's okay. So then the 2/2 comes into play. Bunch of creatures. He's gonna attack with a Kami now. Still don't really care about it though. Like, if I draw one more land, then Assemble the Legion is gonna be pretty good. Here we have the option to cast Stormbred Dragon and Smash. Assuming it resolves, of course, but it probably does. 4/2 also stops his 1/3. He can't really attack and trade positively, and yeah, if I can draw land, then just play Museum Mortars with Overload. It's gonna be huge. Time Warp. 5 mana, might as well be Time Warp. Nah, it's probably gonna be his Tidings. Gonna attack first. He's just gonna tap differently. There's a Tidings. Come on, man, play your land. Doesn't have a land, really. So that's a bit scary, to be honest. I think we just attack with the dragon and pass the turn. We do have Magma Spray, instant speed. Maybe we cast Cunning Spark Mage. Do we need to, though? Just do it. Doesn't really matter, doesn't really have a downside. Did he post here? Is Karanas a beast in the graveyard? Can't really answer you, bro. So, beginning of combat, he does attack with a 2/2. Yeah, just let it come in. There's no point in blocking that. 2 damage is gonna cut it. Does have Maze of it now. It's a solid one. Aurum Viper is also pretty solid. If that creature would die this turn next. So I think we target that. And then ping 1 damage on it. Kill it. Draw the land and then run this out there. I think we have to, like, hope the guy doesn't have a counter here. Oh, that's an enchantment artifact. Hence why he does that. I got it. So basically an error on my part then. Forgot about that. Why did I attack with that? No clue. Mystical Tutor. Curious what he's gonna show here. What can he mystical for that saves him? Like a land, and this gaining monstrosity is pretty brutal. It's raining like hell. Shows time warp. So if his only out is a time warp, then it isn't really an out, is it? Because you time warp and then what? You play a land, you play time warp, you get an extra turn, and you just untap drawing a random card. Oh, maybe he has to get like a creature. Obviously it only gets an instant or sorcery. So he has to top deck, but he obviously couldn't get anything outside of time. I think not getting anything with mystical is better than. He has 3 islands though, and that's not enough, especially not if I play this. 3 islands just isn't enough for the shackles to gain control of these. So we go 1-2, pretty disappointing, and I'll see you guys for next cube.